Good afternoon. I'm Don Moskowitz, and I'm a candidate for the Londonderry Trustees of the Trust Fund. I'm being videotaped a day early. It's on Friday. Most people are being videotaped tomorrow, Saturday, because I will be attending a oratorical contest for the American Legion Department of New Hampshire tomorrow, in which there'll be various candidates from high schools around the state competing in a oratorical contest at the New Hampshire Institute of Politics, St. Anselm's College. And I just thought I'd get a plug in for the contest, and hopefully Londonderry will have some candidates to compete next year. I've been a resident of Londonderry for the past 32 years. My 3 children graduated from Londonderry High School, and all 3 were in the Londonderry High School band. My son Kurt was president of the band one year. My wife was treasurer of the LHS Booster Club for 1 year. Currently, I'm on the Londonderry, I'm the Londonderry Commissioner on the Southern New Hampshire Planning Commission, and I sit on the executive committee of the Southern New Hampshire Planning Commission. I've served on the Regional Economic Development Plan Steering Committee of the Southern New Hampshire Planning Commission, and I also served in the past Londonderry Master Plan Steering Committee. As I mentioned before, I'm heavily involved with the American Legion. I'm currently a state vice commander of the American Legion, and I'm also past state treasurer of the American Legion. I'm currently on the State Finance Committee of the American Legion Department of New Hampshire, and I served as chairman for 2 years, heavily involved with budgeting statewide for the American Legion. I have also served a number of years on the American Legion Trustees of the Trust Fund, where we were involved with the review, monitoring, and guidance of investments for the American Legion. We have a investment manager that takes care of the day-to-day operations, but the trustees of the Trust Fund for the American Legion Department of New Hampshire provided overall guidance and input to the investment manager. And I've been heavily involved with that during the past 7 years. I was also president and treasurer of my corporation in Londonderry for 17 years. And prior to that, I had 23 years of corporate management experience, including positions held as cost analyst, financial analyst, program manager, senior program manager, manager of program management office, division manager, and corporate marketing director. In each of those positions, I was heavily involved with financial matters, including monitoring and trying to reduce costs, and also preparing budgets. I hold a bachelor's degree in science from the Pennsylvania State University and a master's degree in business administration from Babson College. As most of you are probably aware, I'm heavily involved with writing letters to the editor, and currently, at last count, I think there are over 250 newspapers around the country that have published my letters over the past 6 or 7 years. My wife and I are heavily involved, continue to be heavily involved with the surrounding region. We deliver meals for the Sunshine Soup Kitchen, and I think we've been doing that for about 10 years. So basically, I believe I have a very strong background to serve on the trustees of the Trust Fund for Londonderry. I would be looking at the budget and hopefully holding down costs, but even more importantly, looking at the investments of the capital reserve trust funds that we're responsible for. And what I would like to do, of course, is maintain the principal, which is a definite requirement, but look also at trying to maximize interest income. And I have some ideas on how that can be done with the laddering of certificates of deposit, and also looking at certificates of deposit from various institutions within the country. All CDs are pretty much insured by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation up to $250,000. So that is my background, and I'd appreciate it if you would vote for me for Londonderry trustees of the trust fund. Thank you very much.